from the wonderful people at Plow Hearth. This is the big wind spinner that has a built-in solar charging battery system and LED lights. It's the very first day it has ever been on the air with 6 easy pays. We've got it at under $100, which is a great savings right there, and customer top rated. We've had thousands of people who have purchased these. Welcome back. How are you?
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Nancy Brand Muller is with it. By the way, the copper color is finally back into stock.
Actually, bronze.
Bronze. Yes, thank you. These are huge.
They are. You know, these are over 6 feet tall. They're 24 inches across. So we call them oversized, and Plow Hearth specializes in the oversized wind spinners.
Right.
They also specialize in helping you have things for your garden that are going to make your garden stand out, that are going to give you something that's great quality that you can enjoy year-round. And these wind spinners are so special because they have a beautiful design. They're made out of metal. You've got 4 beautiful colors, but they are made to make your yard stand out and give you joy.
And motion catches your eye.
Exactly.
And they're built to last. You put them out, wind doesn't bother them, summer, winter, they're all gorgeous.
And they have lights.
Run me through all these colors so people know what to anticipate.
Exactly.
And our price on these is exceptional. They do make them available at Plow Hearth, but nowhere near this price.
Right, exactly. So what we have on the end by you, Dan, that's our copper. That's a little bit more of a red tone. You can see there's a high gloss to it. Again, there are 24 built-in LED lights in each one of these choices. So all you have to do is decide which color is going to look spectacular in your yard. The middle one right here is gold. That is so beautiful. That's like the gold medal in your winning yard, you know?
Okay.
So beautiful. It has that antiquing and foiled look. Right here on this end is a classic bronze. It's got another sort of antique look to it, a brush look, but it is to be distinct from the copper. It's a little more matted and it has a little bit of a lighter tone to it. But the one that so many people gravitate to is this beautiful color, the multicolor that has red and orange and green and blue and gold in it. So beautiful, but you know what makes these stand apart from other spinners? The lights. They're so gorgeous.
There are 2 solar chargers that are part of the sprocket. These are all built by hand. That to me, at a price that, again, is under $100, they're built one at a time, they're finished one at a time.
Yes.
But when the lights go down, the sun starts to draw, 24 LEDs will light up, some on some side and some on the other.
Right.
So now you've got visual interest at night.
Exactly. That's the first time ever. You know, with Plow Hearth designing this so that that solar panel's right in the middle, you don't even see it during the day. But at night, when this lights up, that's something that nobody has seen before because only Plow Hearth has this technology, and so you're getting light from all sides. In fact, I'm going to spin this one around, and you can see even as I'm spinning it, those lights are shining because there's lights on the front of those spinners as well as on the inside. So you're going to have this light display no matter which way your spinner is spinning, and it's going to just be beautiful at night.
It's visual interest.
Yes, it is.
It's a great idea. Kelly and I were driving from here in Philadelphia area all the way out to Greeley, Colorado, which is about an hour and a half north of Denver, for the Australian Shepherd Nationals. And we were in the motor coach. And we got to the Midwest, the heartland of America, where they have these gigantic wind turbines. Right. And they have little red lights on them. And at night, it almost looks like science fiction, UFOs, and you know, it's hard to describe. You put these in your yard, they will attract attention.
Exactly, exactly. That's what we want, is something that helps your yard stand out. You've got a beautiful wind spinner during the day, no matter which color you choose. And then at night, those lights that shine and are tucked into each one of those blades, they look so beautiful. And again, it's that Plow Hearth quality.
And that says a lot.
Yes, it does.
Again, each one of these is made by hand. Each one of these blades is shaped. They then weld them in place, and they use wonderful little ball bearings, very similar to the wheels of a bicycle. Yes. So that they're quiet.
Very smooth spinning.
Can't hear anything. And then they put it on a gigantic pole.
Right. So this stands 6 feet tall.
Yep. This is for the person, if you're really shy, this doesn't go in your yard. Do you know what I mean?
I agree. You know, this is something that you want to look out your window, maybe in your kitchen window, and you want to be able to see your spinner as you're doing the dishes or as you're having your morning coffee. But this is also one of those, you know, excuse me pieces, which means someone's going to come up to you when they see this in your yard and they'll say, excuse me.
Where'd you get that?
Right,
Yep,
exactly.
I agree.
So you've got something that's so beautiful during the day, but then at night that magic happens, as you're seeing here. Those lights are going to be charging during the day through that solar panel, and then at night that's when you can see all these beautiful 24 LEDs spinning around on the spinner. So beautiful, and you know, each one of these colors is different just depending on your personality, and that's what I love about things like the spinner. It helps you express your personality in your yard.
That's what Plow Hearth has done since day one.
Right.
There's a lot of companies
years.
that build things for your yard, but Plow Hearth has built their reputation on building things that kind of speak to us.
Right.
This is customer top rated. People who have bought it have respected the quality of the engineering, how well they're made, the fact that they're different, unique, and wonderful. This is the final order of the season. That customer top rated item would normally sell, it sells on the Plow Hearth website for $129 and change. So we're well under that, even with shipping and handling. And today is the very first day ever that we've got it on the 6 Easy Pay payments. So if your garden, because it's getting hot out there, if things have kind of laid down a little bit, things aren't blooming the way they were.
Right.
You need a little bit more color, then pick one of the 4 that we have available and find a great place for it.
Exactly, and I'm so glad you mentioned about, you know, how sometimes our garden is fading as it gets hotter. Some places, even like in California or Florida, who aren't getting the rain that they typically expect.
They're toast.
So this is a way to add that color, add that interest to your yard with no maintenance. You don't have to worry about watering or trimming or fertilizing. This is really a great solution for someone who has maybe that spot in their yard that nothing works, you know, and you wish you could put a little tree there or something, a dogwood perhaps, but you can't. So this will give you that height, that'll give you that drama, that dimension. But for people who have a smaller place, don't be frightened about the oversized, because you can see it here, we have it in a pot. And so if you have a patio, you could put that on there. And I know what you're going to be talking about right now.
The finish on this is a foil finish on purpose. If you look at it, it's all done in that, and that's very bright, very luminescent.
Isn't that gorgeous?
But it kind of fades back to it, almost like an antique blacking on each one. That's done by hand. The multicolor is the most popular. You're gonna have to help me because I confused the two. Which one is this?
This is bronze, and our bronze has a little bit more of a matte finish to it.
The bronze is the one
lighter.
that my wife and I picked out.
Okay.
We have a little area by our pond, and that pond, it has a sense of serenity to it.
I agree.
But there's not a lot of growth around it. So we tuck this into a little corner where there's some bushes, and it catches you by surprise. It doesn't take a lot of wind at all.
I'm glad you said that. Only about 3 miles an hour of wind will get these going.
Yep.
So no matter which one you choose, you're going to see movement, you're going to see beauty, you're going to have those lights at night.
Beautiful.
And that quality that you expect from Plow Hearth.
This one's a gold, and that means that this one is the copper.
Yep.
You're wonderful.
Thanks for having me.
Final order of the season. First time ever on 6 Easy Pay payments.